확장팩에서 다 써도 모자랄 컨텐츠가 있다고요? 돈을?
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall.
Priscilla picked them.
Well, I must admit, you have great taste.
Great
What
taste.
about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
카멜레온? 이름이 이제 카멜레온으로 바뀐 거야?
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
아 진짜요? 돈 더 있어야 되네 그럼? 안무는 어떡하고?
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
자 언제야?
Guess everything's ready.
한번 보자. 공연 같은 거 할 것 같은데 한번 보.
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
그냥 맨입으로?
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
술 말고 돈.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she
지금
said
부가캐를 꽤
anything
많이
about me?
돌렸어요 지금 저. 프리실라가 내 얘기는 안 했어? 사실대로 얘기해줘야겠지? 둘이서 좋아하는 것 같으니까. 그래.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible.
네, 짙게 마십시오.
Firmly on the
예.
ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time.
으흐이.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so
무슨
excited about her
게임인데?
performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4
오성이 안
hours from
나와서.
the cloak and the dagger.
꼬라박는다는 얘기가 본인 얘기였어.
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
아 원신. 원신하는 사람 있는데 우리 길드에
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
나한테 알면서 않겠다.
Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true.
우리
A
길드에도
woman's vanity
유령이라고
knows no bounds.
원신 게임 하시는 분 있는데
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's
What?
현질 많이 했다가는데 그 양반도.
badly been attacked. They
뭐야?
took her to Valerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
프리셀라가 다쳤다고?
Gods.
뭐야 이 씨발.
Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
와 오지게 쳐맞았는데.
Relative? No, a friend.
아
A
그래요?
very
재밌어요
close
이거?
friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity.
아
I
잠깐만.
am
그러면은
Joachim von Gratz.
존나
head of
재밌는
surgery.
퀘스트니까
Until recently,
본격적으로
a
시작하기
lecturer
전에
at
담배 하나 피고
Suffolk
와야겠다.
Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly, someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
부식성 액체를 먹겠다고? 야 이거는 일단 존내 빡치니까 담배 하나 피러 갑시다. 그러니까 염산 테러 같은 건데? 프리실라가 얘가 노래하는 애인데 염산을 처먹여갖고 이거는 이거는 그건데 경쟁자인데 그치 이건 강도도 아니고 단순한 습격도 아니야. 목소리를 노린
no
거야.
ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
처음도 아니라고?
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries.
나 이제 노래를 못 하는
And
거야?
no heart.
No.
안 되는데.
You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over.
이건
but
내가
I
오케이
need to ask
오케이
you
콜
one favor.
씨발 프렌드.
Find
찾아줄게,
the
브로.
bastard who did this. Find him
오케이
and
찾아서
kill him.
죽이는 거 존나 잘함.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to
부검을
be
하라고?
autopsied. Doing so could very well provide
그래,
some
가자.
clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again,
존나 좋았어.
excise.
아저씨 협조적이야.
not unlike a tumor.
배우신 양반은 역시.
think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also
하수구를
get
통해서
inside through the
익사체 또
sewers.
존나 나오겠네. 씨.
Sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for the pursuit of
예방의학을
preventive
추구하는데 필요할 때마다.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
medicine. We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
고. 바로 고.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemelfart himself.
Thanks.
이건 반복적으로다가 하는 건데.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious.
자 여기는
Not better
물고기들
to
나오니까
nip
이근이
it from the bud. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while.
할 줄 알았어.
Like a
씨발로.
weapon.
물고기는 불에 약하지. 뺨을 때려? 이 새끼가 분갈죽을 내주마. 새끼야. 가자 친구. 침 뱉었어 씨발. 몹들도 세졌어 씨발. 클랩 됐어. 미친 할망구야. 아. 이게 남장 마누라 아니야? 남장 마누라. 자, 일단은 휘달았을 땐 명상이지. 가자. 또 있어? 또 있어? 새끼들은 뭐 이렇게 끊이질 않아? 서러운 새끼들. 너네만 백스텝 밟아? 야, 새끼들아. 샤.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal.
아, 목소리가 중요한데.
Concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear
아, 잠깐만, 넌
only your
계산이야?
friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
문어크까지 한다고? 네 컵? 잠깐만 있어봐. 아, 빨리 가. 왜 안 가? 어디로 가야 돼? 여기요?
Take the ladder.
오케이. 오고 있어? 오케이.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
틀린 체형이야.
Looks like necrophages got to this one. This isn't it.
어이씨, 시체가 이렇게 많아. 드워프다.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees.
피를 보면 다리에 힘이 풀리진
Not
않아.
a bit. Start the autopsy.
날 뭘로 보고 이 새끼. 대가리.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
눈구멍 한번 확인해봐.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes.
눈을
and put
뽑았고
burning coals in the
불붙은
sockets.
석탄을 넣었다 눈에다가.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
입 한번 보자.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
후두가 절단되어 있다. 소리를 못 내게
See
하네.
this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy.
빨리
So
안
the
죽게.
victim wouldn't die too soon.
야, 이 개새끼네. 이거 어떤 놈인지 존나 잔인한 놈이네.
Let's
쳐
examine
죽이는
his
맛이
torso.
있겠구만.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
자, 흉부의 상처를
Let's
검토.
examine the chest wound.
심장은 뽑혔고,
Heart carved out. Wound cauterized.
상처는 찢어졌고.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
뭐야?
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
살라맨더의
I
알?
attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
알을 배에다가 가슴팍에다가 끼워 넣어놨어?
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
테두리는 뭉개졌고.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
자, 복부 까봐.
Open the abdominal cavity.
알이 존나 많잖아.
It will stink of rot.
Once fought a zoogle up to my waist
아,
in sewage, so I
파충학과식
doubt.
교수 이름이 코크란이다.
Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue.
알데히드 저거 그거
More
아니야?
destructive than acid.
마취야?
Explains why there's no smell of decay. And why his throat's scalded.
마취약? 아니 염산이라 마취약을 처먹인 거야? 자, 손 봐봐. 다 봐봐.
Look at
다.
his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
다리.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken.
발톱들은
Clearly
부러졌고.
kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
성기, 고추까지?
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
보면 알겠지.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually.
매독?
Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
살인자의 동기 유발하는 정도? 오케이. 고추하고는 상관이 없고.
Alright. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
이거는 종교 의식적 살인이야.
It's some kind of sick ritual.
이터널, 어?
Burns
이
in the eye
새끼들.
sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a
그래.
lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
목각사의 시체는 어디서
Carver's
발견되었지?
body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirance was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
이놈의
Why
새끼들
you
이거.
come for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't
얘네
give
둘은
that
서로
thought, did
아는
you,
사이 같아.
As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
가자. 이터널 이 새끼들 다 조지러 가자. 마음에 안 들었어. 처음부터 마음에 안 들었어. 네가 검시관을 안다고
Might have
말해줄 수
told me
있을
you know the
텐데.
coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
이 주제에 대해서 충분히 말한 것 같다고? 충분히 들었는지는 내가 결정해, 이 새끼야.
I decide when we're done with the subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them.
흠.
Hubert, however, denounced me to the
아,
authorities.
학생 데모하는데
In prison.
저 새끼들 데모해요 하고 찔러본 놈이 저
What will you
새끼라고.
do now?
Plenty of
나쁜 놈이네
leads.
저 새끼.
Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
난 널 지켜본다. 저 새끼가도 용의선상에서 배제하면 안 돼. 지가 용의선상에서 벗어나려고 존나 적극적인 척 이렇게 할 수도 있는 거야. 이 새끼들 다 죽이고 싶어. 어디야 어디? 미안해. 뭐해 임마? 달려 달려. 저거 뭐야? 왜 목적지 스킬리케 퀘스트가 이게 떠 있어 왜? 에헤이. 아 이걸 했어야 되는데 아 참. 다시 빡. 아 진짜요? 경비병한테 죽으면은 돈을 다 잃는다고? 내가 초반에 그래서 돈이 없었나? 씨. 어쨌든 우리 깨꼬리 같은 목소리를 가진 프리셀라 노래를 할 수 있었으면 좋겠다. 노래 진짜 좋았는데. 성공적으로 재기하는 거지. 괜찮아. 씨발 왕규 형도 씨발 모기약 먹고 농약 먹고도 지금 노래 잘하잖아. 그지? 충분히 할 수 있어. 여기는 누구지? 누가 뒤진대지? 올라가야 돼? 일단 들어가자.
Ow! Don't pull!
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them.
이 새끼들 떠드는데? 여기 그 집 아니야? 그 뭐지? 걔 고들링? 고들링 있던 그 집이네. 이쪽 동네가 터가 안 좋구만. 근데 저기 어떻게 가지? 몰라. 일단은 핑 찍힌 데부터 가자. 킹 찍힌 데부터 가는 게 맞는 것 같아요, 그죠? 프리실라를 공격한 동네를 공격한 장소죠 여기.
A brazier. This time of year?
하로?
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel.
Sis.
Took a step back and...
How am I to know?
Priscilla's.
Watch him, see what he does.
뭐야 이 새끼들 또 뭐야? 아니 왜 무기를 안 꺼내?
Not good.
왜 지랄이야? 왜 개 씨발놈들아. 개 새끼들. 왜 10이야? 11. 왜 11을 쏴? 씨. 아. 왜 11을 그냥 이 새끼 너 뭔데 니들 씨발놈들아. 갑자기 왜 튀어나와갖고 지랄을 뒤져
Think you'll gut
새끼야.
me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you.
뭐야
What are you
얘들
doing here?
갑자기.
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
자,
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the
거지,
guards
창녀,
call it.
고아 막 이런 애들만
Recall any
이렇게
names?
They
죽었었다고?
didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
프리실라는 친구야
You and
너랑?
Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
굿바이.
Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Oh, my head's ringing. Awful pain.
여긴가?
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit your stupid mutts, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, this divide.
그냥 가려고? 잠깐만. 하나만 더 보고 가요. 응? 제발.